Guys, let's just be honest. It's one of two reasons why you clicked on this video. Either one, you're extremely broke and you're on your last ditch effort to do whatever you can to make $100 a day, or you're already making good money, but you're wanting to take that extra step to start wealth building and you're looking for a second stream of income. And regardless of how you got here, all that matters is that you are here, because I've been on both ends of that spectrum. And when you've been on both ends of that spectrum, you start to learn a thing or two, both good and bad. But luckily for you guys, I'm only going to be teaching you all the good. That way we can expedite your process. I want to get you guys in, started, and start making that $100 a day every single day. And I know in the grand scheme of things, $100 a day don't seem like a lot, especially if you're somebody who's making $20 or $30 an hour at their main job, but let me lay it out for you. If this is an addition to your income and you're supplementing it, $100 a day is $3,000 a month, which is $36,000 a year. And if we put that directly into an investment or a savings account where it starts making you money, that starts to compound very quick. You do it every year, and before you know it, you are a millionaire. So don't let $100 a day distract you from the fact that this can be generational wealth. And I know you're desperate. You're like, Zach, give me the facts here. How can I start doing this? I want to take action now. So we're going to start out with the very beginner basics and work our way up to the expert level. So if you're looking to start making your first ever $100 a day where you've never done it before, you have no working capital to get started, how would I do it? Well, you're gonna have to be willing to put in some grunt work and put in the hours, because you're gonna have to be able to perform a task, sell a trait, do something out there. This is the most miserable method unless you just absolutely love that grind, but you're gonna have to get used to it because that's the only way you can start building your wealth. If you mow 2 yards a day at $50 a day, or $50 a yard, that's $100 a day. If you're a video editor and you start doing it for $20 a video, that's 5 videos a day. The only way you're gonna be able to do this is to sell your trade. I've said it before in the past, but you need to have a skill, you need to master that skill, and you need to sell it to others. Whether you're knocking on doors, asking to rake their yard, mow their yard, take their pictures, go knock on every business in town that you have, and asking for product pictures, you're just gonna have to put yourself out there. I don't recommend it because it's the most work for the least amount of output unless you're up there higher with your skill gap, but you can only charge what your self-worth is. So guys, if you don't have the money, you have the time, be willing to put in the grunt work, sell your trade, do whatever it is you're good at, and charge accordingly. But if you're somebody who's starting out with a little bit of a following or a little bit of working capital, this is where we're going to branch out into one of my favorites, online affiliates or online sales. So online affiliate marketing is where you have a following, you tell your followers to purchase blank with your code, you get a little bit of commission. You can do that on TikTok Live, you can do that on YouTube, you can do that on Instagram, Facebook, wherever you have a following. I don't like that one per se because I don't have a big enough following to say, hey, go to the Amazon storefront and buy my code, or I don't want to sit on TikTok Live for 12 hours a day just waiting on somebody to buy something with my link. But online sales for me on eBay or Amazon, that's where my sweet spot is, because you get something like I've taught you guys before. If you don't remember, check out the videos of how to make money online. Find something with a low cost of entry, list it on a website, eBay, Etsy, Amazon, wherever that may be, put it on there, sell it, pack it, ship it, pay for your label, send it out, whatever's left after cost of goods sold, boom, that's your profit. If you're somebody on the other hand who's trying to do affiliate marketing, well, it's conversely about 5,000 followers, real active, engaging followers who know you. I think to where you could be able to sell them something, do a digital product, whatever it is, maybe the online affiliate with a combination of digital product. So this one's gonna take a little bit of work beforehand to get that money, to get that working capital, to get those followers, but online sales and affiliate marketing, guys, I'm telling you, especially sales, will make you $100 a day guaranteed. And if you're a little bit more bougie, you already had the working capital, you put in your time, you build a little bit of wealth, boom. That's where you can get into rental properties. So you get the down payment, you fix it up, you can do the BRRRR method where you buy, renovate it, rent it out, refinance, and then just keep going. So if you can cash flow positive, $500 per house. So let's say you take out a loan, you fix up the house, your house payment is $1,000. You charge $1,500 a month to that tenant. Well, your cash flow positive $500. So that's $500 per month. If you're looking to do this to where it equals out to $100 a day, you're gonna need 6 properties that cash flow positive $500, which is $3,000 a month or $100 a day. But this is more of long-term wealth. I'm telling you guys, once you can get into real estate, you know you've made it in life, because for one, you've made enough money to be able to put down the down payment. 2, you're building wealth through the equity of the homes, and then you're just keep building it and building it and building it. Yes, you have the debt. I know some people are against it, But when you have the tenants paying the debt for you, paying it down while you're getting equity in the house, it's a lot to it, but this one is a phenomenal method. And the best part about it is once you buy it and fix up the house, 9 out of 10 times, it's passive income. Yeah, you're gonna have the occasional issue with the house, but if you do a good job fixing it up, guys, it's gonna be passive income. So don't think I'm gonna instantaneously get into this when you're a teenager or right out of college because you don't have money for the down payment. You don't know enough about the housing market. This one takes time. Save up your money, learn about it in the meantime, and then when it's time to take action, boom, hop in there. And to keep going up the route of the more bougie methods, this one's gonna be for the ultimate bougie people on here. I'm talking the people who's already got that money, but this is the ultimate passive income, and that's going to be through investing. You can easily make $100 a day. You could, if you're high enough up there, you can make $100 per day with the dividends. But this one is the long-term goal. This is not something you can start out with right at the very beginning. It's just not possible. So we have to think of the average investment portfolio averaging 10% a year, which is equal to the S&P 500, NASDAQ, total market, just all the major index funds out there. But if you start taking these beginner steps to get there and you put a little bit of money in each month, whether that's $50, $100, $500, $1,000, you can easily get there. Yeah, it's gonna take some time. We're talking long-term, we're talking years. But you can, with compounding interest, get there to where you've got $360,000. So if you're a teenager starting out, my advice to you is get that first job, do the grunt work, get in there, mow those yards, weed eat, sell something, take your pictures, do a mixture of everything, sell lessons if you're good at sports, take that money, save some of it, invest some of it, do a 50-50 split. Once you've saved enough and you're tired of doing this grunt work, all right, that's when we start the online sales business. We move right into that. We find something that we need, that we like, that there is a lot of demand for, we can get it cheap, we start selling it. Well, then you realize, hey, this is a little more cash flow positive than what I was doing in the yard was. So we move on from that and we start stashing 50% back into the business, 50% into investments. So you went from $50 a month to $100 a month putting into investments. You started saving up enough money to where you put your first $25,000 down on a down payment of a house. You started renting that out. You were cash flow positive there. You could keep the prior side hustles if you had to. And then it just snowball effects. You get more properties, you start cash flowing more, you start throwing more money into your investments, and boom. Next thing you know, you've got the $350,000 in your investments. It's cash flowing you 10% a year, $36,000 a year. And that's how you just build long-term wealth. Simple as that. We broke it down into 4 steps, starting out as a 17-year-old doing grunt work to when you're fat and lazy, when you're 50, cash flow positive, setting from your house, from your rentals, and your investments. Don't let this video surprise you and make you think, oh, it's super easy, I'm gonna be rich in no time. I just wanted to give you guys the framework. I wanted to break it down of how you can do it as a beginner all the way up. And yes, it's gonna take time, but it will work. As always, I never lie to you guys. This stuff will always work and pan out, but just know, it's not as easy as I make it sound. It's not as easy as the titles and all the gurus out there, and anybody who says that they can shortcut it, speed it up, they're just scamming you. Don't fall into the scams. Realize this, like I said, this timeline is skewed, but you stick to this, you will build wealth and make more than that every single day.